Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we bring you a hotel room tour at the Embassy Suites by Hilton, Chattanooga, Hamilton Place. This hotel is located in the Hamilton Place area of Chattanooga, Tennessee, right off of I-75. We begin with a shot of the lobby. This is different from other embassies we've stayed at before where the rooms all overlooked an atrium. Rather, this one just has hallways like a regular hotel. This hotel has a conference center with over 10,000 square feet of meeting space and Chattanooga's first and only Ruth's Chris Steakhouse on the premises. The complimentary Business Link Business Center has several computers and 2 printers. The indoor pool area has large sliding doors making it semi-outdoor for the warm season, and the outdoor sun deck features a fire pit. So this is our King Suite here at the Embassy Suites, Hamilton Place, Chattanooga. And we're going to do this in sections because we have stayed in this room. This is not video done upon check-in like we usually do, so I have to compartmentalize the mess that we've made. So right now I have the living room area clean. So we'll take a quick look around the room, go over our basic safety features, and we are on the 7th floor. And this is where our room is. This is an elevator, this is a stairwell, this is a stairwell. They have vending here. And check-in time is 3, check-out is 12 noon. Maximum room rate is $3.99. We have a peephole. This is one of those electronic deadbolts that just disables the key access from the outside, and we have this kind of safety latch on the door. There's no ceiling fixtures anywhere in this room other than over the bar and in the bathroom. But there are switches here that control outlets. So you gotta be careful if you plug into one of those outlets, if that switch is turned off, you're not gonna get any power trying to charge something. So we have a pull-out sofa here, kind of a sectional type thing. And this part right here pulls out. We've seen that in other embassy hotels. There's lots of lighting. It's not real bright in here. All kind of dim lights. That one actually has 2 bulbs in it. The desk area here with a telephone and an Ethernet port on the wall. Places to plug in. And the lamp on the desk actually has 2 more places to plug in, plus a 2 amp 5-volt USB port for charging things. In the living room we have a small television, little footrest thing I guess, or something to sit on, I'm not really sure. 2 drawers here in this TV stand. Nice tall mirror here, and then a mirror over the bar here. And this is like a little wet bar area. Got a sink here with hot and cold running water. And a drain. Got a couple of coffee cups. And this is where they keep all the coffee, condiments, and coffee cup lids. We have a Cuisinart 2-cup coffee maker. And we have an empty drawer, no utensils provided or anything like that. Cabinet space, drainage. Small cabinet here. There's 4 glasses and an ice bucket. When we got here, we had the unusual situation of needing an ice bucket for the first time ever. As soon as we got here, we ordered food, and the drinks that we had bought hours before were hot, and we wanted to ice them down real quick so we could have cold drinks with our dinner, and there was no ice bucket, and it took us about 2 hours to get housekeeping to bring us another ice bucket, and by that time the stuff that we put in the refrigerator was cold. So the girl that brought it up was very nice, but they were adamant that the ice bucket is in this cabinet over the microwave, and it wasn't. So we have a very basic microwave and a refrigerator, which is somewhat cold now. Also right here off of this little hallway is a closet, and in the closet is extra bedding for the pull-out couch, an iron, and an ironing board. And I believe the luggage rack was in here, which we're using in the bedroom, which we'll see in just a minute. Also some kind of hatch up there. I guess that's for accessing plumbing or air conditioning or something like that. Take another look at the living room from this direction. And now we're going to go into the bedroom. So now we're going to move on into the bedroom. There's this nice solid door that separates the bedroom from the living room, and that's good. If there's a lot of noise in the hall, you can close that door, and it's extremely quiet in the bedroom. You don't hear anything. So inside the bedroom, once again, we have a switch here that controls a lamp, and that's a switched outlet down there, so don't plug anything in. You want to charge into that outlet. We have an Ethernet port and a phone jack over here. Big long table here that I guess could be used as a makeup table. That's why they have that little seat there, and there's a mirror right above it. Although the lamp's kind of in the way, I guess you could move that out the way. But I'm guessing that's why they did that like that. We have a television and a couple of drawers here, which are empty. We have a nice king-size bed. And once again, we have slept in this room, so it may not be exactly as it was when we checked in. I cleaned it up as well as I could. I've switched overhead lamps. And 2 outlets at each bedside table. They give you, this is some sort of little Debbie snack, and McKee Foods Corporation is in Collegedale, Tennessee, and I guess they provide snacks to give out in each room. That's Little Debbie's. We actually saw a Little Debbie truck, zebra stripe cakes on the way over here. Alarm clock with a dock with a lightning port, which I didn't use, but that can come in handy. And another closet, and I think this is where the luggage rack actually came from. We have normal hangers in the closet, laundry bag, and I guess they have dry cleaning. Staying long term, and a digital safe, which is empty. Provided for your convenience only, does not afford the same protection as, and is not intended as a substitute for or replacement of the safe deposit box provided by the front desk. That means that hotel staff can open this thing, and I guess if they couldn't, they would always be permanently locked. We also have a thermostat here, which controls the air conditioner, and it's more like central air. It's got vents here and in the living room. So there's no window unit. And this is the view outside of our window. And there's a parking lot down below. All sorts of businesses nearby. And you can see the mountains way off in the distance. And if you look over here, I'll try to zoom in on this. You can see it's kind of hazy, as it has been this entire trip, but right there is Lookout Mountain. So when they claim they have a view of Lookout Mountain, it's actually correct. So the final thing we're going to look at is the bathroom. So here we go, and as I said, this has been used, so nothing is as it was when we checked in. But you can see we have a nice large mirror. It's pretty well lit. We had all of the standard soap, shampoo, conditioner, and it even had a little tube of shaving gel, which appeared to have been used already. It didn't, the seal was broken on it. But we have hot and cold running water. Good drainage. There's an outlet here for, I guess, plugging in toothbrushes, electric toothbrushes, razors, whatever. A box of Kleenex. They don't put bags in the garbage cans in this hotel. We called and asked about it because neither of the garbage cans in the room had a bag, and they said that they don't use bags. We have a couple of hand towels down here. Some extra toilet paper, a Zern toilet, and an actual bathtub with a shower. It has some sort of original shower massage that doesn't really work very well. We'll check that out in a second. So it works fine on the normal shower mode, except the spray spreads out more than it's supposed to, so the bathroom, everything in the bathroom gets wet if it's not pointed at the wall. This is supposed to oscillate. Oh, it's working. Well, it works sometimes, and if it dribbles a lot, up there it goes. Not sure what this is supposed to do. It's a single spray. That's a really hard spray, and this is a dribble. So it's not really working the way it's supposed to. And let's shut it off. You have the curved shower curtain rod, as you see in just about every hotel, and there is an overhead light in the shower. When you first turn it on, it comes on very dim. It takes a while to warm up. You have very nice tile work in here, but for some reason, Carrie started wiping it after she showered and found out it was quite dirty. That came off of this colored tile here in the middle. This is a soap dish that sticks out at a really awkward angle, and it rotates. It's useless for anything other than an actual bar of soap. And they have this little corner thing here where you can put a bottle of shampoo or two, and it seems to be leaning. Yeah, it's not very well attached. So that is pretty much it for this room. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us for our next 504 road trip.